Hey, what's going on to all of my Capricorns out there? So, for you Capricorns, let's get into this. It's not even a waste your time. So, for you Capricorns, you have the Ten of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Moon, the Ace of Swords. You have the King of Cups, King of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Temperance, and last but not least, we have the King of Wands. Y'all already know how I talk, Be quiet. Y'all know how I talk. So, so for you Capricorns, right? You Capricorns, we're looking at the Ten of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Moon. So this is more so about how a lot of you Capricorns are just done with uh, your. Okay, so a lot of you Capricorns have actually reached the point of enlightenment and happiness. And I'm just seeing how, for now, like I said, a lot of you Capricorns are planning on being single for a while. You figured out some things about yourself that you need to change as far as get better. A lot of you Capricorns have also figured out some things about yourself that you need to be in a relationship, because obviously we're people, we're complicated in that sense, right? In that regard, we're simple, but we're complicated in that regard. And a lot of you Capricorns understand that it's not as easy for you in particular, but in general, but it's not as easy as one, two, three in that regard, where people can just offer you anything and then they expect you Capricorns to actually be okay with it. No, they actually have to put in some sort of work, some kind of work. And this is something that a lot of you Capricorns, unfortunately, don't necessarily really see people doing. See, that's the other catch 22 to it. The moon, and we're going to get into it. The moon is about you kind of laying low, like I said, for a little bit, right? The moon is about understanding that there's some things about yourself that needs to change, and you Capricorns are actually going ahead and doing that. But you just kind of unhappy and discontent at this time at others, in the sense that the insincerity of how a lot of people are not necessarily really ready to be in a relationship. But then again, too, though, Capricorn, you have to understand that you are the unicorn, and that Capricorn, if and when it reaches the unicorn, because Capricorn has three phases. It's the alligator, which they are at their worst and they're most grimy, they're most disrespectful. Then you have, right, survival mode all the time, right? Alligator. Then you have the sea goat, or the goat, or the sea goat, that, depending on a particular person, they sometimes, you know what I mean? They sometimes let that other person in and tells those people that is close to them about, the things that they're concerned about, right? And then you have the unicorn, right? Now the unicorn is the purest manifestation of all the zodiac signs, actually, because the unicorn represent come to find out, yeah, Capricorn can be the purest zodiac sign, come to find out, if the Capricorn can reach the unicorn. And the unicorn represents a person that is what most people in slang call the unicorn, right? The person that is essentially so evolved. It's like it and can do different things. It's like it's magical, right? Now, you Capricorns have to take into consideration that just because a lot of you, right? Just because a lot of you, let me show you the cards again. But just because a lot of you Capricorns are doing your own thing and you're seeing results from it, you got to understand that does not necessarily mean that everybody is seeing results and or even want to evolve the way that you Capricorns do. You should take into consideration that there's a lot of people who really will be on some BS, when you try to get to know them. They really will be on some BS. So as a result of being on some BS, what does this mean? Well, this means that they are individuals that are not really striving. That's poor. They're poor. They have a poor mentality. They're not really striving to be any better. right? Their mentality is really stopping them from really chasing excellence, or going for excellence, or achieving excellence. And as a result of this, you Capricorns, is very important. You Capricorns have to understand that not everybody is evolving like you. So take that into consideration. So if you're wondering why it is that you Capricorns can be so evolved past people the way that you are, that's part of it. The Ace of Swords and the King of Cups is about the relationships that are going to be coming to you. I will say this: you will meet new people, Capricorn. This isn't the end of your dating pool, right? Situation. You will meet new people. It's just that what, it's a matter of how evolved are they and how evolved are you, and can the two of you end up becoming a team? That's the catch. That's the question. That's what's in question, right? Because people can evolve, and they evolve apart from each other. So just because these people are evolved does not necessarily mean, or they could be evolved, does not necessarily mean that they are evolving with you, right? And they'll be able to be with you for a long time, right? A long-term partner. The King of Pentacles represents a lot of you will remain patient for that, right? And I suggest that you do, because you have to take into consideration that most people in the world are not evolved, Capricorn. I can say that confidently. Most people in the world are not evolved. Most people don't want to chase excellence, and I'm glad that more people are starting to open up and talk about it now. You got to take into consideration that a lot of people are lazy. And when I say lazy, the definition of lazy is they don't want to go through struggle. They don't want to go through things that is difficult. It's not a matter of them not having the energy. It's a matter of them not wanting to go through things that cause them discomfort. That's what makes laziness. That's the definition of laziness. So a lot of people are lazy. A lot of people don't want to go through discomfort. So you Capricorns are very much so friends and acquainted with discomfort, right? Y'all are Capricorns. Y'all do what y'all do. So because of this, because you're so acquainted and you know discomfort, what does this mean? Well, this means that a lot of you Capricorns have to take into consideration that not a lot of people really want excellence like that. They don't want to achieve excellence. So the King of Pentacles represents you need to remain calm, right? And patient, as you've been doing when it comes to dating people. Because what will happen is this: the Eight of Swords and the Six of Wands. The Eight of Swords and the Six of Wands is you will speak up a little bit more about what you want, and you'll actually take action yourself, right? To find it, and people will respect you more when you actually start saying and doing the things that you want. A lot of you Capricorns may be still restricted in the regard, right? The Saturnian influence. A lot of you Capricorns may be restricted in the regard of thinking that you need to do certain things, right? Or what other people think of you. And a lot of you Capricorns are going to have to learn if you ask me, to break yourselves out of that, because it's a, it's a fort that's keeping you away from really evolving, that mentality. And the reason why it is I'm saying that mentality is keeping you away from that is because you don't say and you don't do the things that you really want to. And as a result, it puts you in a position where, it leaves you unhappy, and a lot of people misconstrue you. They misunderstand you. They think that, you know, they try to stand in your way. So the thing is that the Six of Wands is you're going to have to start racking up some victories here by learning how to let loose and loosen up a little bit. And what I mean when I say loosen up is is start saying and doing the things a little bit more of what it is that you want, and stop being so afraid of the consequences. Because 9 times out of 10, unless it's something drastic, which I do not suggest for y'all to do at all, I don't suggest for you to do it. More than likely, people are not really going to actually take any kind of action or give you any kind of recourse or consequences. So the Temperance and the King of Wands is about you being in a situation yourself where the the Temperance is about, this is a learning experience for you. This should be a learning experience for you. A lot of you Capricorns right now are going through a stage where you're learning how to free yourself, because a lot of people misconstrue what Capricorn ultimately is really about. Capricorn represents liberation, but Capricorn represents liberation by first figuring out what restriction is. And that's why Capricorn and Aquarius are so linked together, because Capricorn represents the ultimate restrictor, and Uranus represents the ultimate freedom planet, right? But that's what it is that I'm talking about, because Uranus is an off brand or different perspective to Capricorn, because they both have rings around them, right? So they are basically twin planets, really, or relationship planets, if you catch my drift. But so that's what it is I'm saying. So you have to learn to free yourselves, right? And learn to understand that when you're dating, not everybody is as evolved as you, but keep looking for that person who is. King of Wands, and learn to let go of the people who are not. Keep in consideration that most people are not going to be as evolved as you are. Most people are. This is why it is that we have so much Mercury retrogrades, is because Mercury retrogrades, right? We have so many Mercury retrogrades because Mercury is supposed to teach us. It's supposed to teach us to be aware of our actions and be aware of our thoughts and be aware of our words, and it's to bring awareness to us. But then a lot of time, by having people lose their awareness, so that people can become more introspective and actually ask questions to why they seem to be bugging out. But see, so that brings evolution. Now let's clarify the for you, let's clarify the Temperance. Let's clarify the Temperance. So you Capricorns have the Six of Swords, Ten of Swords, strength, justice. So the Six of Swords, to clarify the Temperance. The Six of Swords is, yes, like I said before, more people will come in, you know, but some of you Capricorns may just immediately be like, nah, you good. No, thank you to them. And the strength and the justice is, they may ask you to give them a try, give them a fair shake. You may end up liking it. So again, you Capricorns have many different people in which you could choose from. It's just that it's the mentality and the philosophy, the way that a lot of you Capricorns are living your life, where you don't understand y'all are in a very good position right now. Y'all should not be tripping out or bugging out about what other people are doing, because most people, like I said before, they're not evolved, right? They very much, like, you got to understand, a lot of people think money can buy love. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people still have that mentality of money can buy love. They're overly worried about a person's money. How much money does this person have? Do you Capricorns even know that the best gift that you can give are immaterial gifts? Let me say that again, just to kind of give you all an example. The best gifts that you can give are immaterial gifts. Go out to a concert with somebody, spend time with them. Take the person out to eat, spend time with them. Experiences are the best gifts. gets in touch with a person's soul and their feelings are the best gifts. Letting them know that you love them and buying a whole, book on I love yous and stuff like this. Redeemable coupons for a hug and stuff like this. Those are some of the best, those are the best types of gifts. It's not the car and all that stuff. So most people are not evolved like that. See, you haven't acclimated your mentality to understand that yet. You're on the verge of doing that. But once you understand, okay, I really need to adjust my mentality, then you'll understand it's okay. So when you meet new people, you won't be so caught up with, I can't believe that this person did that. You'll be more inclined to just walk away peacefully. So let's clarify the King of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Cups. See? The Two of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Like I said before, people understand your value. But at the time when the person was wilding and they didn't have any kind of common sense, they were delusional about their own value and they were talking too much. And their own internal dialogues was talking about or screamed that they didn't need you at the time. Six of Cups, because I just explained the Page of Pentacles. The Six of Cups, now they're coming back trying to get their foot in the door, trying to hang out with you again. So again, Capricorn, you're in a very good position. You're the one getting yourself caught up with that, the mentality. The Two of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles is other people see you and they know that you're a good catch. But you also have to take into consideration that they may not be as very equipped or be in a position or be strong enough to be able to keep up with you. So take that into consideration. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to make the YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June 2023. It doesn't look like it. We're not even at 4,000 some odd subs yet, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and trust the process anyway, regardless of whether we meet the goal or we don't meet the goal. I'm trusting the process anyway. Look, um, what would I say? Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, hit the notification bell, and set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. Peace.